Welcome to Revenue Growth Live with Darrell Amy. You're about to join an interactive forum where business executives, sales professionals, and marketing leaders share ideas to accelerate growth. While you are here, make sure to like or subscribe to get notifications for future episodes. You're encouraged to get involved in today's live conversation by liking and commenting. Now, let's join Darrell Amy for fresh ideas and innovative strategies to help you grow your business faster.
Hello and welcome back to Revenue Growth Live. Darrell Amy here, growth architect, helping great people and companies grow so they can give. And this is an exciting day today. We are here on Giving Tuesday, and Giving Tuesday is a fantastic day. It's a day when so many people say, hey, what can we do together to reach out, especially after Black Friday and Cyber Monday and Small Business Saturday? What can we do to give back? And that brings me to our topic today and what I really want to share and talk about together, which is what is the why behind your growth? What is the why behind your growth? There's all kinds of work involved in growing. Growing takes an incredible amount of effort. But what's the why behind your growth? And by the way, welcome to Revenue Growth Live. If you're new to Revenue Growth Live, I'm glad you've joined us today. This is an interactive discussion on tactics and strategies that can be used to help you grow your business. So it's a conversation for marketing, sales, entrepreneurs, and we want to share ideas together that will help you grow. And if you're joining us live, love to hear from you in the comments. And if you're watching later, love to hear from you in the comments as well. Go ahead and click subscribe on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on YouTube, wherever you're listening in today. And we'll come at you every Tuesday and Thursday with fresh ideas at 12 o'clock noon Eastern. That's 9 o'clock Pacific. And you can do the math if you're anywhere else in the United States, North America, or around the world. We're glad you're here. You know, at Revenue Growth Engine, the heart behind Revenue Growth Engine is to help generous companies grow revenue. And my heart, I sit on the board of several nonprofits. And over the years, I've observed that the people that really make the biggest difference, the people that are able to move the needle the most, are forward-thinking, generous business people who have the resources to be able to give. Well, where do those resources come from? Well, resources happen when you grow. They happen when you grow. If you're not growing, you're not growing the resources that you have to give. And, you know, right now, if you think about where we are right now as a culture, as a society, today we're sitting here on December 1st. We've all been enduring this pandemic for most of the year of 2020. And it's had a devastating effect on so many different aspects of our lives. But one of the areas where the pandemic and the economic fallout has had a massive impact is actually in the area of nonprofits. Think about, what it's like right now to be a nonprofit and what it's like, for them trying to figure out how to navigate giving, which is, it's just decreasing right now in nonprofits in so many cases. So how do you navigate that? Well, you've got to grow. And so what I want to do today is I want to talk about the why behind your growth. As we move into the new year, and I know right now, December is a month of goal setting. It's a month of goal setting. And by the way, I just popped it up on the screen by accident, but I want to share right here with you one thing that I've got coming up. And that is we just announced this today. I'm going to lead a live class on December 9th at 12 o'clock Central Time. That'll be 1 Eastern, 10 Pacific, on how to set revenue growth goals in an uncertain market. This is a question that I get over and over again. Darrell, how do we set goals right now, especially in this time where, if you were a company that sets goals, and by the way, I'm going to put the link to this live web class here in the comments, but and love for you to register. But if you're a company that's like most companies that set growth goals, we kind of just get the ruler out, right? We look at the ruler and go, what did we do last year? What did we do the year before that? And we kind of get our trajectory and, we figure out what our goals are going forward. Well, I would say that that's never been a great idea. because I think you leave a lot of money on the table just using the ruler. But right now, you can't use the ruler because for many companies, the ruler's pointed down and to the left, not up and to the right. And the trend, as they say in the investment world, the trend is your friend. Well, guess what? For a lot of companies, and I would say for most every company right now, the trend is not your friend. Maybe you took a big hit in revenue. Trend's not your friend when it comes to using trends to set growth goals. Or you may be one of those companies that, you sold personal protective equipment and plexiglass and you had a dynamite year in 2020. Well, that trend may not be realistic as well. So how do you set growth goals in an uncertain market? That's what we're going to talk about in this web class coming up on the 9th. That's a week from tomorrow. And love for you to join us. Go to revenuegrowthengine.net. Put the link over there in the chat, but it's /webclass-goals. We'll put that on the homepage of the website as well. So you can sign up and learn in that class a model to set what we talk about in a revenue growth engine as aggressive but realistic goals. But today I want to talk about the why. Why do we want to set aggressive but realistic goals? Why do we want to go through the work that it takes to grow? Why do we want to? Why are we going to all this effort to grow? Look, there's a lot of reasons to grow your company, and if you own a company, you're a shareholder in a company, you want to grow for personal reasons. I get that. If you work on a sales team, you lead a marketing team, there's a lot of personal reasons behind your career and why you want to grow. But I want to say to you that there's another reason you want to grow your company, because when you grow, you're able to have more impact. When you grow, you're able to have more impact. So as you're setting goals for next year, I want to challenge you as a team inside your company to ask that question: what kind of impact do we want to have in 2021? Look, I know it's going to be a lot of work. There's many of you right now who are, now that we're hitting the tape on the end of 2020, you're working hard to salvage this year, to pull things together in December to make the number if you're on a calendar fiscal year. And I know many of you are working hard. 2021, there's going to be a lot of challenges. There's going to be pivots. There's going to be shifts. There's going to be changes. It's going to take work. It's going to take creativity. It's going to take some strategy and determination. But as you're setting your goals, I want you to think about what is the impact that we want to have as a company. And as a generous company, that impact, I think, is twofold. It's internal and external. What's the internal impact we want to have in terms of creating meaningful jobs? Creating meaningful jobs happens when you grow. And I've often told sales teams and sales reps, as I've trained and coached them, that you have maybe the most noble profession out there. I know if you look at the, you look at sales, there's a lot of people go, oh, sales. No, this is the exact opposite. Sales creates jobs. And so if you're a sales professional, you lead a sales team right now, what I want to let you know is, as you grow revenue, one of the impacts, positive areas of positive impact that you have is you create jobs. And that is so powerful and so meaningful right now. And if you think about, not to get doom and gloom, but there are families right now in this Christmas season that are wondering where their next paycheck's going to come from. They're looking for work. Well, how do you create jobs? You grow revenue. That creates jobs. So part of the reason that you want to grow is so you can have an impact in creating jobs. That's huge. The other reason you want to grow is so that you can have an impact in your community. Think about the nonprofits that are working right now in your community. As you're watching this, as we're working right now, there are hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, maybe millions of nonprofits around the world that got up this morning, and the people in that, nonprofit got up this morning thinking, how can I solve a problem? How can I make the world a better place? Well, guess what? if they don't have the funds to fund their operation, and those nonprofits either have to scale back in what they're doing, or maybe they have to shut down, key problems in our society are not going to get solved. And key issues in our society are not going to get dealt with. And that's a problem for everybody. It's a problem for all of us. So who is going to fund the nonprofits, and how are we going to have an impact in our culture, in our communities, in the world? Well, guess what? It's going to happen when you grow. It's going to happen when you grow. And this is why I'm so passionate about growth. Look, I love sales. I'm a sales nerd. I love marketing. I'm a tech geek. I love marketing strategy. I love business strategy. I love all of it. The reason I get so excited about it is when you grow, you have the opportunity to improve and increase your impact. And I want to challenge everyone right now that's listening in. I want to challenge you to stretch yourself. Whether you own a company, whether you lead a sales team, whether you work in sales, whether you work in marketing, whatever aspect of growth you're involved in, I want to challenge you to stretch yourself as you move into 2020, because here's the deal. Right now in 2021, we're moving into 2021. This is going to be a year where people and nonprofits are going to depend on us driving revenue growth. And as I mentioned earlier, if you've been told that sales is a self-centered, not noble industry, I'm here to say, look, no, it's a very noble industry. It's a very noble profession, because we create jobs and we create funding for nonprofits. If you're in marketing and you think marketing is, if you've been told that marketing is not important, or you've been told that marketers are liars, that's not true. Marketers help people discover things and help people make good decisions. And the net result of marketing is revenue growth. When we are strategically aligning our sales and marketing, we're going to grow revenue, grow impact, more jobs, more support for nonprofits. So I really want to challenge you right now on Giving Tuesday. I know this is an important day. First of all, give, be generous to the nonprofits that are out there. They've had a tough year. They need our support. So give, even a little bit makes a big difference. So don't just delete those emails. Don't just glide past those social media posts. Throw something in the pot. Give. It's always going to come back to you. But second of all, as you're looking at all those emails coming in today on Giving Tuesday, and as you're thinking about the need that is out there, I hope that makes it to your heart as a business professional to go, you know what? Maybe if we got a little more strategic, maybe if we got a little more intentional about how we grow net new and grow cross-sell revenue, maybe, just maybe, we could increase our impact. We could create more job opportunities. We could also increase our impact in the community and in the culture. So I really want to challenge you to think about that today. And if you want to get stretched in terms of setting goals, I want you to join us for how to set revenue growth goals in an uncertain market. Go to revenuegrowthengine.net/webclass-goals, or right there at the top of the homepage. We'll make sure that link gets put there so you can take advantage of this. And I really want to stretch you in terms of thinking about both the possibilities of and how you can achieve what I call aggressive but realistic growth goals. So I want to say a huge thank you to everybody out there in the revenue growth audience. We've got some great things coming up. I'm really excited about a conversation with Darrell Amy from VanillaSoft that I'll be putting on the Revenue Growth Podcast tomorrow morning. Also had a fantastic conversation with Seth Green about growth strategies for the new year. And Seth brought some very interesting ideas to the conversation. I'd love for you to check those out. I'll post the link right here as well. And, this more than anything, as we've just kind of come out of Thanksgiving, we're headed into the full-blown holiday season. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart how much I appreciate each and every one of you, the work that you're doing. It's inspiring, it's noble, it's needed. And as you're putting together your strategy, not only just finishing strong in 2020. But as you're putting together your strategy for 2021, guess what? You are setting yourself and your company up to make an impact. And I just want to challenge you to think about goals with the end in mind. Think about the jobs that you can create. Think about the impact you can have in your culture. Of course, think about your family and think about your personal goals. But I challenge you to think beyond that as well. And together, we're going to have an incredible impact as we grow revenue and grow our impact as organizations. So I'll see you again on Thursday. We'll continue this conversation at 12 noon Eastern on Thursday, 9 o'clock Pacific on Revenue Growth Live. And that would be fantastic. I just want to say a huge shout out to my good friend. You need to get to know, if you don't know Dr. Joey Fawcett and Work Positive, you need to get to know that organization. His work will radically transform your business. And you know what? I absolutely agree with, like, goals like that are fantastic. What can you do to grow? So, and what kind of impact would that leave? So until Thursday, we'll see you again Thursday at 12 noon Eastern, 9 o'clock Pacific. And until then, let's get going and let's get growing.